Hello everyone, before getting into this video, I just want to mention that this is for entertainment purpose only. So always do your due diligence while researching a stock. I'm not saying buy, I'm not saying sell. So see you in a second. Hello everybody, welcome once again with your boy, your friend, your brother, or even your Call of Duty Warzone teammate. Who knows? I go by the name of Khalido in game. Maybe I killed you sometime. I don't know. Who knows? So now we're gonna get into a really interesting video. I'm gonna talk specifically about the stock market, about investments and how to invest in stock market. This is for beginners. So if you are an advanced guy, feel free to watch. I'm gonna talk about taxes as well here if you wanna get an idea about taxes here in Norway. So I'm gonna talk about stock market first here in Scandinavia. So I'm gonna share. First I'm gonna talk about stock market. Second point, I'm gonna talk about my platform or the platform I use. So let's get to the first point. So the first point is the stock market. What is the stock market? The stock market is basically companies trading publicly, which allows individual people, individual investors, you and me, maybe your grandma, who knows, invest in those companies and claim ownership of those companies, even though it's a fraction. So what is the stock market? It is, as I said, companies trading publicly. They release shares, and those shares are traded. You could buy them, and when you buy them, you claiming ownership of the company. Are you following with me now? Right. So how do you gain money? When the share price, when you buy, let's say Tesla for example, because here in Scandinavia we have a lot of Teslas. So if I watch Tesla and I see potential, because I see it everywhere here, and I see the potential, I'm like, oh, it has great potential. So I'm gonna invest in that company. So what I do, I go into a platform and I buy a share of the company. When that company does well in terms of revenue and earnings, and when I'm talking about earnings, I'm talking about profit. So there's difference between revenue and profit. I'm gonna get into that now. What is revenue? What is earnings? Or what is revenue and profit? So basically revenue is what the company makes. Then you take out the expenses, right? Then the amount you have left, it's the profit. So when you buy a share of a company and they do well in terms of revenue and profit, you get share appreciation. Means that the stock price goes up, and when it goes up, you could decide if you want to buy more, maybe build your position, or maybe sell and get your profit. So that makes it kind of easy to understand. Now let's get to the platform I use. The platform I use is Nordnet. I'm gonna get into the website and I'm gonna check it with you guys. I'm gonna show you some information there, but I'm not sponsored by Nordnet, of course. I only have 25 subscribers. How, you know? So I use the platform I use is Nordnet. I have two separate accounts. I have accounts for myself and an account on my wife's name, and I do use both to invest in those companies. So what do? You create an account, and when you go into nordnet.no, you have different accounts. I made the mistake when I started that I chose an account that doesn't fit my desires. That account, you could of course do some advanced things like make call options, put options, some really advanced things that you shouldn't guys think about. But the downside using that account is that when you do sell a stock and you make either loss or profit, you always need to go to your tax website, tax account, and you need to put those numbers there. If you gained something, you need to put it there. And if you lost something, you need to put it there, and that makes it a fuss. So that's why I just steered away from that account. So now I have another account. It's called EcoZ. It's basically insurance company inside Nordnet that allows you to buy, sell stocks without any modification of your taxes until you take the money out of your account. So if I do buy and I sell and I buy and sell in the same account without taking the profit, without taking the money out of the account, I don't need to tax for it. It stays there. So let's say, for example, I put $1,000, I invested it, and now it's $5,000. I can sell it and reinvest that $5,000 again without paying taxes until I decide to take the money out of the account. That's where you tax. When it comes to taxes, we have two different taxes columns, if we can say it. So we do tax, if we sell a stock, we do tax 31.68% now for the time being. So if you sell a stock, you are going to tax 31.68%. It doesn't matter if you are holding short term or long term. Not like in USA, where if you are holding short term, you pay more, but if you are holding long term, you pay less taxes. Unfortunately, we don't have that here. When I'm talking about taxes, 31.68%, this is only if you sell the stock. I'm not talking about dividends, or as we say in Norwegian, utbytte. Dividends is a payment made by companies when they have a lot of cash flow, a lot of cash in hands. They kind of pay back their investors. Those are called utbytte or dividends in terms like percentage wise. So when you get that payment, you don't tax for it as much as the other one. So if you sell a stock, you tax 31.68%, as I mentioned before. If you get utbytte, which is a small amount every quarter or every year, depends on the company, then you could tax 22% on that utbytte or on that dividend yield. So now let's get into the website. I'm gonna show you the website, and we're going to just see what's going on there. Let's go. Nordnet here. Yes. So of course you have the app. You can download the app. It makes it easier to check your stocks and other stuff. So let's get to the accounts and see. Tjenester. Yeah, look here, våra kontotyper, which means our different accounts. So here we have different accounts. Aksjesparekonto, you can even read this and you could decide which is best or which suits you best. This is the one I had before, aksje och fondskonto. This is the one I told you that you need to tax whenever you made a transaction, whenever you sell a stock. But you could, the advantage is you could use call options and advanced tjänster in this account. What I use this one, investeringskonto 0. Så få fleksibilitet til å bygge en portfolio som passer deg og sparingen din. Du kan investere i et bredt utvalg av fond, børsnoterte fond, ETFs og børsnoterte aksjer på flere markeder. Du kan også potensielt få ekstra inntekt på aksjebeholdningen din. So this is the one I use. You could of course buy stocks in Scandinavia or utenlands in United States as I do. I buy only US stocks. So when you create an account in this platform, you send your money. It takes normally 1 day until you get your money there in the account. Then you could decide what you would do with that money. So I hope you enjoyed the content. It's pretty easy. If you had skipped something, just go back, watch it. I hope you would make money by doing investments. I know that it's kind of scary at first when you start, because you're gonna put money in a company, right? But you always need to research the company before you invest your money into the company. I have made some good gains. I'm up 100% on my investments. I'm up 500,000 kroners. Yes, or $50,000. I'm not doing the valuta thing, but give or take. So I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please consider subscribing, hit that notification button, hit that bell button, and see you next time. Crows out.